Does anybody else have this fear of... I used to be that kid who didn't even think about these things, and I didn't even realize that someday life will end. And ever since I experienced grandparent, that really made me wake up to the reality. So today I just want to share a word of God to you guys. I flipped to a random page, and this is the scriptures that led me to this idea of a video. And when I opened the book, my eyes led me to this. So let's get started and read it. So it's 2 Corinthians 4:5. Faith in the Lord. We never give up. Our bodies are gradually dying, but we ourselves are being made stronger each and every day. These little troubles are getting us ready for an eternal glory that will make all of our troubles seem like nothing. Things that are seen don't last forever, but things that are not seen are eternal. That's why we keep our minds on the things that cannot be seen. Our bodies are like tents that we live in this earth. But when these tents are destroyed, we know that God will give each of us a place to live. These homes will not be buildings that someone has made, but they are in heaven and will last forever. While we're here on earth, we sigh because we want to live in that heavenly home. We want to put it on like clothes and not be naked. So this really made me think about the fact that we're so lucky. Like, you guys have no idea, but there's certain people in the hospital right now wishing that they have good health, and you and I have good health, so you have a lot of things to be grateful for. So instead of looking at the things that you don't have, look at the things that you do have. And since our time here on earth is not promised, try to use our time as much as we can, and we use it to serve the will of God. And also, reading this guide for life literally gives us a sense of comfort and peace that you will never get from any relationship, any friendship in this world. So this is giving you a sense of peace that yes, we might not live here forever, but we are also not gonna suffer forever, you know? And because personally I don't feel like I'm at home anywhere, and I feel like I don't belong anywhere, I belong with myself and God. And also, our body will feel at home and at peace whenever that time comes. But for now, use your time wisely and try to live how God would want you to live your life. So don't speak ill onto other people, don't speak ill onto yourself, because the word is a very, very powerful thing. Yes, it's teaching us to hold on, because your time has not come yet, and we have to be thankful for everything, because we don't know when things are gonna end. So we try to live every day with hope that things will get better. Now, it might not seem like it's gonna get better, but it's gonna get better. How is your life gonna get better if you don't stick it out, you know? If you don't stick through that hard time. And yes, know that every single pain, every single people in this life that you meet will teach you a lesson, and know that you're enough on your own, and you can seek God if ever you feel empty. He will make you feel home in this uncomfortable and restless world. When the time came, I listened to you, and when you needed help, I came to save you. We don't want anyone to find fault with our work, so we try so hard to cause problems, but in everything, in every way, we show that we truly are God's servants. We have always been patient, though we have a lot of trouble, suffering, and hard times. We have been beaten, put in jail, and hurt in riots. We have worked hard and have gone without sleep or food, but we have kept ourselves pure and have been understanding, patient, and kind. Know that your body is also a part of God, so try to take care of it. Take care of your mind, take care of your heart, take care of your soul, take care of your body, feed your body. When you're hungry, eat. When you're thirsty, drink. Don't deprive yourself of food, because you're supposed to take care of this vessel. This is a very, 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 very big blessing that you have, and not everyone gets to live. Guys, you have to realize that we're not gonna be here forever, so it's up to you if you want to keep making yourself miserable. It's up to you to change your life. It's up to you to seek the will of God and ask for discernment in life. Ask God to align you to people that are only gonna benefit you in the positive way and elevate you, not hurt you and harm you. So be very, 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 very thankful for what you already have. Always list things that you like about yourself. Like say, thank you heart for being pure. Thank you mind for being wise. Thank you eyes for seeing. Thank you nose for smelling. Don't be so caught up on worldly things too. So many YouTubers have this dilemma that is always haunting us, like the analytics versus the message. You should focus on the message and the impact that you're giving in this world instead of numbers, because numbers will always change. So if you depend your self-worth on numbers, then honey, you're literally gonna be a puppet of other people. So if you depend that self-worth on what fulfills your soul, then you will flourish in life. Because if you depend your self-worth on external things that constantly changes and inevitably changes, then you're not gonna be able to last in that endeavor that you're trying to pursue. So try to seek God. You know, when you're feeling depleted and you feel like it's not paying off, keep going, keep planting those seeds, because nothing will happen if we're gonna keep going back to our little cocoon and be comfortable and not show ourselves and be ourselves, like expressing yourself, like following what's in your heart, expressing yourself through speaking, writing, art, games. You can also have fun, but don't do anything that is harmful to the extent that it's too much. You know, do everything in moderation, and everything that you're going through is only gonna benefit you in the long run. Don't worry about it. Like every single pain that you feel is gonna be your armor. Also, the other week I asked God, please give me a sign for what I should do as my career, because I felt very lost. And I literally opened the book. I also like filmed myself doing this. I opened the book and then the first word that I saw was speaker.
The universe that we live in is alive just like us. So we have to realize that universe is always communicating to us through messages, and pay attention to what people tell you about yourself. So in the past, in my high school era, I was also told by my friend that I was a good communicator and I could be a therapist. So pay attention to what people tell you that you're good at. Maybe that's your life purpose.
So I was like, I've always wanted to be a speaker. Actually, I've always wanted to express my thoughts, because as a Gemini, I'm also very, very busy in the mind. So, and I overthink a lot. So expressing my thoughts, you know, putting my feelings out there is really, really healing my inner child, because I'm speaking up for my inner child that never spoke up. You know, I never spoke up, and now I'm speaking for my inner child and I'm healing her. And realize that your inner child still lives in you. So the way you talk to yourself is gonna catapult you into your success. If you're gonna be the one who puts yourself down, you're never gonna grow. So try to be compassionate with yourself and treat yourself the way you would treat someone that you love. Treat yourself so kindly, because this world is already gonna test us and hurt us. If you're not gonna be a friend to yourself, who do you want to be there for you? Nobody will be there for you except you. So try to show up for yourself and speak up whenever you feel disrespected. Put out boundaries so that people know what you will take. Because honestly, me, like I used to talk to myself so badly and negatively. No, I have to say no. I have to also be kind to myself. If that's what I want to attract, I want to start. And I want to lead by example. So you teach people how they treat you. So if you're respecting yourself so much, you're gaining that self-trust and self-love within yourself, nobody can ever disrespect you again. You say, that's it, I'm not gonna take this disrespect. Walk away, you know? Protect your inner peace. If you feel inside of your heart these people have abandoned you, no honey, you have not abandoned yourself, and that's all that matters. Let these people leave, let these people go, because you guys are not meant to stay in each other's lives. How many times for you to get hurt over and over again, for you to start realizing the lesson that God is trying to teach you from these types of same people? You know, try to learn what God is trying to teach you. Let the pain grow you. Let the pain make you stronger. If it weren't for these hard times, honestly, you wouldn't have built that resilience. Y'all, we have to realize the past does not exist anymore. The past is over and done with. it's done. It does not exist anymore. We are living in the now. And the more you look back on the past, the harder it will be for you to live in the now. The more miserable you'll feel. Honestly, why are you imprisoning yourself? Everybody else have moved on seemingly with their lives. So why are you still living in the past? Like, stop rereading the chapters if you know that rereading your old conversations with certain types of people will just make you sad. Don't read it. Don't be a sadistic, pessimistic person to yourself. Like, stop making yourself suffer. You've suffered enough. You have to say no more. You don't have to take everybody else's crap, okay? You have to decide that you deserve better. Because if you treat yourself with so much love, you treat yourself with so much respect, you just simply won't accept disrespect anymore. Good job for all the growth. It does not come easy, Growth is very uncomfortable, just like a butterfly, right? They became a butterfly through a painful process. You're supposed to have these heartbreaks, these friendship breakups. You're supposed to have these experiences so that you can be equipped in the future and the now. The only thing that we can control is the now. So stop looking back, because the past does not exist anymore. Like, the past is just a thought. It's not even real. It's over. Move on. Focus on things that you can control. Since the past does not exist anymore, we cannot change the past and what already happened, we can't change it by overthinking. No amount of overthinking can really take back the time, like a time machine. We can't. So just focus on now. Focus on the things that you want to accomplish. Once you have that fire inside of you lit up again, never let go of that. Because I lost my fire in life and I felt lost after high school, because like we're all just doing our own thing right after high school. Everybody's on their own page, and I lost a sense of drive in me. And now I regained it by having a relationship with God, because back then, that's probably why I suffered more. I had more time listening to, idols in life, in the music industry, instead of having a relationship with God. Honestly, it's like a band-aid. It's not gonna last. You have to build the relationship with God so that no matter whatever comes to you, you will be strong and you will have something that will guide you and comfort you in the darkness. Sometimes we keep living in the things that we're comfortable with. The things that we're comfortable with are not always good for us. Like, you also have to stop telling yourself the same narrative about yourself. You have to reinvent yourself. You can literally be whoever you want. Just take action and don't stop at anything, and don't let your overthinking stop you. Also, like, isolating and not interacting with people is playing it safe. And I'm very comfortable with my own company now, but at the same time, am I really living to the fullest? You also have to have the courage and faith to take risks in life if you really want to grow. And if you were traumatized in relationships, you also have to be in a relationship to heal it, unfortunately. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it can be like friends. If you don't feel courageous enough to make friends again, make friends with yourself first, and that's gonna be fine, because it's like a way for you to love yourself. Because sometimes we don't feel brave enough yet. So start within yourself. Start with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be the friend that you always wanted to yourself, because you're really all you have all your life. And I would rather love my own company rather than live life without believing in God and like just hating myself and getting stuck and chained from the past and the dark emotions. Know that you have power over your thoughts, okay? You can control your thoughts. You can control your mind. You can unlearn the ways you're sabotaging your relationships or friendships. I think I had a fear of abandonment. That's why I didn't realize it, but I unconsciously sabotaged friendship because I was scared of it not lasting. So I just either didn't start it at all, or I found it hard to keep going and keep putting effort, because I was afraid that I'll become more miserable than I already was. So I just stayed alone and safe. As weird as it sounds, I would rather have people get intimidated by me rather than disrespect me. Period! If you let worldly things like compliments or social media validation fuel your self-worth, then your self-worth will be very fragile. But if you depend it on yourself, then you know that you won't be able to get it taken away from you, because you give it to yourself. You give that validation to yourself. You give that confirmation to yourself that you are loved, you are enough, you are deserving of a better life. Thank God I no longer feel stuck in life or stagnant, because now I've realized that I can get myself help. I can help myself. I can get better. And honestly, I've rested enough. I've wasted enough time. It's time for me to take my matters into my own hands. I'd rather take small actions. I'd rather take actions to improve my life rather than wallowing in sadness for a long time. I no longer have to feel empty, numb, and lost in this world, because I know that I walk differently with God. I watched Jesus' story in movies, and it literally opened my mind up, and it was like so accurate about like self-validation. I mean, outside external validation and social media. He said that you guys are so worried about impressing each other. And that's something that is so relevant to this day. And I think that once you realize that you don't have to attach your self-worth on other people, you will have peace. And you will not make content for attention, but you will make content to fulfill your heart, fulfill your mission on whatever calling that God has for you. You can change your life. It's possible. Just take action and do not let your inner child down. Keep going. God loves you.